Hey, how's it going, everybody? It is Keith once again with Craps TX. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you don't mind, hit that thumbs up before we get started. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when the next video comes out, like this one. So, the last video we did like a chasing the black chip kind of thing, where we started out with $15 table, 66 inside. So 15, 18, 18, 15, right? And then we just kind of full and power pressed our way up to the black chip level. Well, I kind of wanted to tweak it just a little bit, and maybe if you have a little bit bigger bankroll, closer to $800, $900, $1,000, and you want to get there closer or sooner, is to try it with 88 across or 88 inside. I'm sorry. So that's what we're going to do today. So instead of having enough for 10 shooters, I've got enough for 5 shooters. I've got 5 at 88 set up over here. That's 440. There's another $60 just to round it up to 500. We'll keep that back here just in case we need it for pressing or anything like that. And I'll explain it to you here real quick before we get started. Okay, so 88 is 20, 24, 24, and 20 on your 5, 6, 8, and 9. So I'll just set up the 5 and 6 here and kind of show you how the press structure is going to go. On the 5, so 20 pays 28, right? You're going to go to, or tell the dealer to take you to 35. So that's just going to be the 1 green, 2 red. You'll collect $13. All right, that 35 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. At that point, you'll tell the dealer to take me up to 75. He'll hand you your 10 back. You're now up to 75, and you've got, what, $22 off collected. And then that 75 is now at your black chip level or your 100 chip level, because 75, if you should hit it again, pays 105. And what I would do, and this is entirely up to you, but on the first hit of that black chip, I would always collect it. Second hit, you can do whatever you want. You can press collect, you can continue to collect, just leave it at that level and continue to collect on the $100 chip, or press how you see fit. It's your money. Try to not give it back to the casino. That'd be the main thing. All right, so on the 6 and 8, you have $24. That pays 28. You're going to tell the dealer to take you to 42. Right, so that's going to be the green, 3 red, and 2 white. That's 42. And that'll leave you with $10 that you're going to collect. All right, so the second hit, the 42, is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. You'll take that dollar, you'll keep that. Tell the dealer to take it to 90. That's the 3 red and 3 green. That's 90. So you're now at that 100 chip level, because the next hit on 90 is going to be 105. Again, I would collect that first one, and then from there on you can do what you see fit. You press to 120, press to 150, 180, however you would like to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and get this all stacked back up nice and neat here, and we'll get started. We're not going to play the pass line or the don't pass. We're not going to be the shooter. We're just going to wait for a point to be established and go from there. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're coming out. We're looking for a point. Dice are out. We have a 5, 4, 9. All right, 9 is going to be our point. We're going to take our $88, put it out in the middle. There's 88. Just kind of show you 3, 75, 85, 86, 87, 88. 3 green, 2 red, 3 white. Dealer, please set me up 88 inside, and they will make it so. There is 20, 20, 20, and 20. And then we cap off the 8 and the 6 with 4 white. And there we go. Not stacked very nice and neat, but I can straighten them up a little bit. All right. So now we're looking to hit one of those inside numbers. Shooter number 1. Let's go. There's a 6, 2, 8. All right, so that's our first hit on the 8. That 24 is going to pay 28. Dealer, please take me, well, let's get the 28 out there first. Dealer, please take me to 42 on the 8. So again, that's just the 1 green, 3 red, and 2 white. You're up at $42. All right, now you're going to collect the rest. That is $10. So we'll condense these white down and get another red. Keep that $10 off to the side. All right, dice are out. 4, 2, 6. Same thing there. 24 is going to pay 28. The dealer, please take me to 42. 1, 2, 3, and 2. And then there's our 5 white and a red. I'm going to collect 10. So we are pressing fairly aggressively, I guess, moderately aggressively, you could say. But yeah, and then, you know, we've collected a little bit along the way. It's not a whole lot to offset any losses yet, but it's a little bit. All right, there's a 6, 3, 9. Our point is hit. So on the 9, 20 pays 28. And we're going to tell the dealer to take us to 35. All right, so that's the green and 2 red, and we'll collect 13. Get that set back up over here. We'll go ahead and condense those down. There's 5 red, 4 green. Now we're, what, $33 off to the side? And we're looking for a new point. Same shooter, shooter number 1. There is a hard 4, the 2, 2. All right, and we're looking for those inside numbers now. 6, 3, 9. Okay. Right back on that 9. 35 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, please take me to 75. He'll give you your $10 and put those other 2 green on top of there. You're now at 75 and you are on the doorstep of a $100 chip. Nice are out. There is boxcars, 12 midnight. Absolutely every dot. Dice are out. And a 5, 3, 8. Okay, 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. All right, and at that point, we'll tell the dealer, please take us to 90. He'll give you the $1 back that's on top there. There's 3 red and then 3 green now, so that's $90, and you're now 1 step away from a black chip on that one as well. Nice out. 3, 1, 4. Okay, that's our point. Nothing there on the 4, so we're good to go. Looking for a new point. Bets are off. 6, 4, 10. Puck will stay where it's at. It'll just flip over. Need those inside numbers. 4. Of course, we were just on that with the puck at least. 5, 3, 8. There we go. 90. 90 is going to pay 105. Same bet. Can collect that and continue on. We now have a black chip in our possession, and we are out of the hand because we bought in for 88, so we're definitely out of the hand. Hard 6. Okay, so that 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. And dealer, please take me to 90. All right, so he'll give you $1, and you'll get 3 green and 3 red stacked up just like the 8. We've had 1 hit there. We're waiting for a hit on that. We've got 3 numbers at that level. And there is our 6, 3, 9. All right, 75 is going to pay 105. Same bet. We're going to collect that first one. All right, so that is 2 black chips now. A little over $200 off to the side there for this shooter. There is a double 6 or a boxcars or midnight. 3, 2, 5. All right, so 5 wants to get in the game. There's 20. That is going to pay 28. Dealer, please take me to 35. I'll give you a green and 2 red, and it'll give you $13 back. All right, we're going to condense some of this down just so I can keep it manageable. There's 5 white for a red and 5 red for a green. All right, dice are out. 6, 5, yo 11. No help to us. There is a 3, 1, 4. The dice both went to the corners there. Nothing on the 4. There is a hard 6. There we go. 90 is going to pay 105. That is the first hit on that 6. Same bet. So you're going to get that black chip back over there, and now we are good to go. So these 3 have all hit once. Of course, they're at the black chip level. That 5, we still got to get pressed up a little bit if we're so lucky. There is a hard 10. Flowers, puppy paws, whatever you want to call it. That was point hit. Puck is off. Bets are off. Looking for a new point. 5, 2, 7. Good time for it. Frontline winner does not hurt us. with the puck off. There is a 3, 1, 4. 4 is the point, and now we're looking for any of these inside numbers here, preferably the 6, 8, or 9. There's a hard 4. Point hit, buckshot. So we are off, looking for that new point again. There is a square pair, so we're getting all the pairs. We had the pair of 5s, pair of 4, pair of 5s, pair of 2s, pair of 4s, and that's the point. Yeah, we don't win on that because the bets were off. That was a point, and a 5, 2, 7. Okay, so shooter number 1 did us fairly well. So let's get set up for shooter number 2 instead of having to reset every time. We'll leave some of these chips out there and just kind of get them stacked back up the way they should be. As messy as possible, apparently, in my case. All right, there is the 80, and there is 88. All right, puck goes off. Shooter number 1 is done. A little over $300, $350. Yeah, not too bad. 380 something, I think. I don't know. We'll count it all up at the end. I don't want to sit there and count that every time. Let me just make a lot of noise in the process. Okay, so we have our 88 here. We've already bought in. You don't have to do that when you're at the casino. You can wait for the point to be set. I'm just doing it here to kind of keep things flowing, hopefully, because I'm so slow as it is anyway. All right, we'll go ahead and get a new set of dice. Probably should keep those since they were lucky, but yeah, let's see what we can do. There's a 5, 3, 8. We'll take that. Shooter number 2 is coming out. Bets are off. Looking for a point. Aces. Spot and a dot. No help. And a 3, 2, 5. 5 will be our point. All right, we're looking for those inside numbers. 6, 1, 7, and you're done. All right, that's how fast it can go. That first shooter did us well. The second shooter, PSO, we're out. So that money can go quick. That's $88 down the drain. Shooter number 3 is going to come in and pay his 88 or her 88 or their 88, however you want to say it. And we are going to use the same set of dice. Why not? All right, dice are out. Looking for a point. 6, 2, 8. Okay, 8 is going to be our point, and we need those inside numbers to hit to progress this along. There is a 6, 2, 8 right back. Point hit. 24 is going to pay 28. Dealer, please take me to 42. So that is the 1 green, 3 red, and 2 white. That leaves you with $10 to collect. All right, and we're looking for a point. Bets are off. Same shooter, shooter number 3. And we're right back on the 8, the 5-3 variety this time, both easy 8s. Bets are back on. Let's find something hit. There we go. 5, 4, 9. 20 is going to pay 28. Dealer, please take me to 35. Doesn't seem like a big jump, but it's enough to get us where we need to be. All right, and then we collect $13. Dice are out. Shooter number 3 still rolling. We got an ace deuce, speaking of 3. And a 6, 4, 10. Horn numbers in the hole. Seems like that's what you can find. There we go. We are done with that. 6, 1, 7. All right, so that's it for that shooter. We'll leave some of this out here. Get us set back up. And we didn't do a whole lot with that one. We made, what, a whopping $23, something like that. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and set that to the side and get ready for shooter number 4. What do we need here? We need 4 more red. Need 1 there. And 2 white. Sorry, you can just talk amongst yourselves, talk to yourself, or whatever while I do this. All right, we're set up. 88. Okay, so we're going to pay for it with shooter number 4 right there. Get the dice out of my hand first so I can pick up the chips. Ready to shoot. Ready to get some of this money back. All right, let's go ahead and get another set of dice just for the heck of it. 6, 2, 8. We'll shoot that one out. 1, 2, ace, deuce. 3 craps. Right back to back. 3 craps. See a horn, bet a horn. and a 4-2-6 or a 2x4-6, the lumber variety. 6 is our point. Bets are on, and we are right back on that 2x4-6. Puck is off. 24 is going to pay 28. Dealer, please take me to 42. That is the green, 3 red, and 2 white. And we put 10 off to the side, basically in our rack, but I'm just keeping the winnings off to the side per shooter so we can kind of see where we're at. Looking for a new point. There's a 5-2-7 frontline winner. Does not help us. 5-4-9. 9 will be our point. All right, bets are back on. Looking for those inside numbers. Shooter number 4, 5-1-6. That's a good one. There is $42 there. That pays 49 or 50 for 1. Dealer, please take me to 90. We'll give you $1. And we are now at 3 green, 3 red. That is $90. Next hit will be the good one for that one. There is a square pair, hard 8. 24 is going to pay 28. Dealer, please take me to 42 on the 8. I think we know how that goes by now. 1 green, 3 red, 2 white. Right. Then we got $10 to collect. Put in our rack. And we are off and rolling. Shooter number 4, 6-2-8, easy 8. At 42 is going to pay 49 or 50 for 1. There's our 50. Took 1 back. Dealer, please take me to 90. I'll give you $1 off of that. And we now have 2 numbers on the verge. On the verge. There's ace deuce, 3 craps. Horn number, and there we go. Square pair. 90 will pay 105. There we go. Same bet. We're going to collect that black chip and move on to the next one. Dice are out. 5-4-9. All right, point hit. 20 is going to pay 28. Dealer, please take me to 35. Green to red, and we'll collect. That should have been 28, not 27. There we go. We're going to collect $13. Trying to shortchange me, man. What kind of dealer is this? All right, there's 5 red. We're going to swap those out. Just kind of keep those stacks low over there. Oh, there's 5 white too, isn't there? There's 5 white. There we go. So we're at 140 over there. Good deal. We're out of the hand for sure. 6-4-10. 10 will be our new point right there. Need those inside numbers. 4-1-5. Okay, that's the only one that hadn't been in the game yet. 20 is going to pay 28, at least not for this shooter. Shooter number 4 hasn't hit number 5 yet. Dealer, please take me to 35. That'll be a green and 2 red, and you will collect $13. There's another 5 red. We'll swap out for a green. There we go. Nice round. 5-3-8. There we go. Magic number. And that is 105. I believe we hit 8 already, right? The square pair earlier. So now you can do whatever you want. You can collect. You can half press. You can press to 120, 150. Personally, I'm going to 180 because I want that next hit to be 2 black chips. Because 180 pays 210. So dealer, please take me to 180. You'll get $15 back to collect. And you are at the verge of a 2 black chip hit. Unless you get that right there. So that's it for that shooter. Not too bad. We did leave some money on the table, obviously, more than what we collected, but it takes money to make money, right? So this is a little more of an aggressive strategy. You got to have the bankroll for it and the stomach. Got a big stomach, but I don't know that it's a strong stomach. It can be at times. All right, so puck goes off. That was a 7, and it looks like we got a little around $170, something like that. Close to it at least. And we're going to move on to shooter number 5. All right, let's see if we can't get a little bit of a long roll for our last shooter, at least the last shooter for this video. Again, I'm kind of just doing a half thing. I did 5 shooters instead of 10, so 5 shooters at 1,000 instead of 10 at, I'm sorry, 5 shooters at 500 instead of 10 at $1,000 bankroll. So, nicer out, looking for a point. 6-8. All right, we'll go ahead and throw out that last $88. Dealer, please set me up. 88 inside. And that will get done, son. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4. All right, and cap off the 8 and the 6 with 4 each, and we are now at 88. Shooter number 5. Let's see what we can do. Bets are on. Shooter number 5 has been escorted out of the building and no longer allowed to play craps. So that's going to do it. That's going to keep the video kind of short and sweet, I guess. We'll take all that down. Oh yeah, so that was, okay, 88. Yeah, we're taking all that down. And then we'll go ahead and count up what we've got here. We'll kind of condense that down a little bit and see. I don't think we did too bad. I think might have made a little bit of a profit. Let's see, we'll condense that down. There's 5 white, 4 red. I think that's it for that. And we need 5, 10. So that's 2 green. Then we're going to add, and then let's condense our green down. There's 4 and 4. So that's 2 more black chips. So yes, I do believe we are in the profit for these little explanatory strategy videos for 5 shooters. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 that we started out with. There is 1, that's 600, 610, 620, 1, 2, 3, 623. So we made $123 in 5 shooters. Not bad, not excellent, but not bad. It's always good to be in the plus rather than the negative, right? So yeah. Plus you got some time in on the table, plus your rating should be semi-decent. You know, you started out with 88 and you're pressing up pretty aggressively. So make sure your pit boss is rating you correctly, or the box man, whoever's doing it. Yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. Was 88 an okay way to go with this, or should I have just stuck with a 66 like I did on the last video? Should we go to 110? You know, and then just really kind of go for it. I may do that down the line. And plus there's others. I still want to do an all the way across as well, whether it's 96 or was it 132 or 134 or something like that. I don't know. 160 also. And we could go for black chips and then like immediately go for, you know, that next color up, purple. I don't have any purple chips, so I'm going to have to wait till I order some of those. So again, yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments. If you got anything else that you want to say down there, maybe a suggestion for another strategy, you can leave it down there, or you can send us an email right here, crapstx@gmail.com. I am going to try to put together a strategy that somebody just recently sent in and kind of gave me a few ideas, and so I'm going to play with that for the next few days and get that out for the next video, hopefully. This one is Monday, so the next one will be the Thursday video. Yeah, 2 videos twice a week, 4 p.m. Central. You don't have to mark it on your calendar or anything. I'm just going to try to keep on putting those out on those particular days. And if I have time, I'll throw in some shorts here and there on the days that I don't put out the longer form videos. Hopefully taking a casino trip maybe in October. Might try to get some slot videos. Haven't gotten any kind of permissions to film at tables yet or anything like that. So I'll probably be able to do like a bubble craps or something, but it just depends on where I end up going. So that is going to do it. Please, before you leave, hit that thumbs up for us. Subscribe if you have not yet. Hit that bell for notifications. That way you'll be notified when the next one comes out. This is Craps TX. My name is Keith. I really thank you for watching, and thank you so much for subscribing. We are over the 400 mark, and I appreciate that so much. We'll see you on the next one.